Hari Om. In this series called Nuggets of Wisdom, we are looking into the quotations by Puja Gurudev. Amazing, brilliant statements. And today, what we are going to pick on is a very beautiful statement that he makes, which is to understand a disciple. Who exactly is a disciple, and who exactly or what exactly does it mean to be a disciple? So, let us dwell into it. So let's look into the statement made by Puja Gurudev. He who submits to the discipline is called a disciple. Shashanat sishyate anena yaha saha sishyaha. So in this statement, to understand this, there are two aspects or three aspects. One is the teacher, the second is the student, and third is the readiness to be disciplined. The guru, the sishya, and the shasana, the discipline itself. Just like any mundane system, whether it is sports, art, dance, music, wherein in order to learn, in order to perfect, in order to gain mastery in that particular field, the teacher, the coach has to be adhered to. Their instructions are pivotal, and listening to those instructions, we have to be ready to put in that hard work so as to excel in that particular field or parameters. So when specifically in the spiritual realm, it becomes of utmost importance that the field of spirituality is not asking for someone who is on a superficial level, feels good that they have come to this platform, and it's a feel good factor. Many people come to the satsang with the idea that भैया पुण्य कमाने आए हैं, it will be of some punya points to me so that I get the opportunity to gain this punya from the satsang that I am participating in. Instead, the scriptures tell us that it is the punyasya paripakah. Whenever our punya has gained enough that it is going to spill over, that spilling over of punya is when we get an opportunity to go attend a satsang or reach to the holy feet of a master. So when the student is an ardent one, the seeker is an ardent one, and certainly feels that there is something more that I have to learn, and therefore there is this yearning to learn. And in such act, how much am I ready to give up on my old self to construct this new self which can deliver that excellence? That is the key here. So Gurudev in another work of his says, if after years of being with a guru, I do not find myself changing and instead I am probably even deteriorating, then it is high time that I ask this question to myself: am I in the right path, in the right association? Because satsanga means association with the absolute good. Am I in that right direction? If I am not in that right direction, then maybe it's high time that I pull out from here and aim for something which is the right one for my growth. Initially, before blindly jumping in, it is the right of the student to know the teacher quite well personally, and a bond of love, mutual love, respect, reverence, and trust, most important, is gained in each other. How does one gain that? One gains that by approaching the teacher, approaching the Guru Maharaj, with an open set of mind to inquire. To inquire, there are two modes. I can do the inquiry because questions we must ask. But the questioning can be based from the platform of Shraddha or Ashraddha. If me going there is from the platform of Ashraddha, then it would be called as a doubt. Doubt is when I do not believe in what you are saying, therefore I have a question. But if there is the question being born out of Shraddha, it is when I call that as a question, where I understand what you are trying to say, I understand what you are trying to do, and in certain parts of it, I am not very clear. I would appreciate the clarity, hence, therefore, there is a question. If the question is born out of that Shraddha, it will pave a beautiful path for the seeker. Now, in reaching to that trustworthiness, when I have asked several questions that bother me today, and I have found a logical grasp of clarity through my questioning, the understanding seems to ease my way, ease my life, ease my path in interacting with myself as well as the world outside. Then there is an amount of worthiness of that teacher teaching me, and that worthiness is recognized, appreciated, and overwhelmingly, there is a sense of gratitude. It is at that moment I have the courage to surrender to that Guru. Once I have surrendered, unlike the other paths, the goal here is not merely to be in the presence of a master, but to reach to the highest possible. And the highest possible here is to know my true nature, to abide in it, and to recognize that that which is being reverentially worshipped as Brahman or Paramatma through the various representations called the Ishta Devata is nothing but my own true nature. Why is this necessary? Because abiding in that alone, I experience a sense of happiness. Joys are temporary, you enjoy it, they come and go. But this happiness, Atma Tushti, is a permanent nature, a nature of my own true self. And that aiming for that is when I approach the Guru Maharaj. And in such approach, I should be able to remove the concept of I and replace it with the higher, the most difficult task. I have to keep my intellect open. I have to keep my approach with Shraddha, and my effort to reach to that state of self realization, self perfection, is when I peel different layers. And remember, these layers are something that I am attached to. These layers are something that I am probably defining myself with. And to undo that, there needs to be a tremendous amount of strength, courage, preparedness to jump in. And when that is not available, that seeker fails to become a disciple. So when that discipline is laid out and I surrender myself to that discipline laid out for my own well being, then I transform into being a disciple. Then I am prepared to grow both externally and inwardly. Without becoming a disciple, no spiritual revelation can happen. No journey can start. Therefore, even in Bhagavad Gita, when Bhagavan Sri Krishna chastises Arjuna in the beginning of second chapter, Arjuna, he says, Shadhimam Tvam Prapan. I am seeking prapatti. I take refuge in your at your feet. Please take me as a student and give me that clarity, give me that vision, give me that strength to move forward. This preparedness is a necessity in growing leaps and bounds in the field of spirituality. Adhyatma begins when I am ready to become the Sishya, ready to surrender myself, to peel all the unnecessary layers. And the guidance is given by three factors: Guru, Devata, and the Shastra. And to be able to apply myself to it, then I become a true seeker. Hope that helps in understanding if I am at that crossroads where I can claim myself to be a Sishya. And once that clarity sets in, the other three factors, in my opinion, are abundantly available. Shastra Krupa, Guru Krupa, and Deva Krupa are there. Atma Krupa, wherein I bless myself to avail the opportunities of the abundant grace and blessings of the earlier three factors. This Atma Kripa is when I become a Sishya. Without that, progress is not just difficult but impossible. Once we get this clarity and turn ourselves to a Sishya, then the path, when it is clear, the goal, when it is clear, there is an inspiration to follow the path without failing, without giving up. Every step becomes an enjoyable step. Let us grow together as seekers and let us hope to become that Sishya. Hari Om. Until the next time, take care.